Yo, what's up guys? You got Kotab here, and The Crew Wild Dawn is out. Awesome. I've been really looking forward to this. It's actually it's something that I've been really looking forward to. And I've been kind of debating, what's going to be more important to me, this or Need for Speed, and I think we have our answer. I haven't played Need for Speed in like a week and a half. I've been playing the crap out of this. So yeah, I was really concerned that Need for Speed would really just, kick the crap out of The Crew, but honestly, they're great for different reasons. Need for Speed is good for, a good single player, drive around, have some fun, and customize the crap out of cars. That's what I enjoy most, is just customizing cars. But this is a lot more meaningful in the sense that you can actually play other people, you can run around with your buddies, a lot more reliable. It's just a lot better for, the multiplayer aspect of it. But anyway, what I got going on here is I want to talk about a bunch of different stuff, and we have quite a bit, so I want to get through it pretty quickly. What you're seeing in the video, I'm not really going to talk much about it, is the Summit races, the Summit PvP. I finished like 5th place in the Summit qualifier for the PvP, and that's pretty awesome. Pretty proud of that, but I think I might actually go down because I actually haven't played in a little bit, and people are going to catch up and whatnot, so I'm probably not going to finish at that, but whatever. I was pretty proud of my accomplishments. So anyway, first things first, the new car physics and handling. I want to talk about that first because it might be something that you notice right off the bat. Curbs are not scary anymore. Look. Wow, look, I can go over a curb without my car spinning out. That's awesome. It's actually extremely awesome. We can actually do good lines, cut through sidewalks and stuff now without being punished for it. And it's very exciting. I'm glad. I'm really happy that they fixed the sidewalks and made them not, just spin you out every time. As far as the handling and stuff goes, besides that, the physics are basically the same. But the handling has changed a little bit. You might be noticing that I am braking before I get up to corners, and that's because your car understeers when you're holding down the brake. And what that means is basically you're going to have to brake later. And in The Crew, that was actually kind of a big thing, is, you could brake super late. You could just throw it into a corner, hold down the brake and the acceleration at the same time, and basically make it through every corner, no problem. Now, it's a lot more skillful. You have to brake, you have to do a lot more tap braking. I think it's a good change. Bill, T-Town Leadhead, doesn't really like it. He doesn't agree with me that it's a good thing, but I think it makes the game a little more skillful instead of just throwing your car around a corner. You actually have to plan out your corners and plan when you want to brake and when you want to accelerate. So you might be noticing my go-to in this game now is to brake in a straight line, let off the gas, go around the corner without touching the acceleration, and if I do touch the acceleration, it's either throttle control or tap on the gas a little bit. Right there I hit the car, by the way. I want to explain myself. I was actually scratching my nose because the person I'm racing against is bad, so yeah, I kind of forgot to record or save a lot of gameplays, so I'm kind of stuck with what I got here. But anyway, and a lot of the cars got a little bit of changes to, where they stand in like the tier list, theoretical tier list, and the Camaro actually feels a lot better than it used to. It could just be because I never driven it much, but it actually feels pretty decent. The Viper also feels really well. 370Z circuit spec, I always knew it was good, but it feels better as well. But one thing that I am kind of disappointed is the LaFerrari still seems overpowered. It seems like they reeled it back a little bit, but not enough. It's still by far the most popular thing that I've seen in PvP so far, as well as the 8C is still extremely popular in circuit spec, but I feel like it's got a lot more understeer than it used to, so I think that the 8C might not be as good as it used to be, but the LaFerrari still seems #1. But I have heard that the Lotus Exige is actually the new OP car, so I'm kind of interested to try that out. which brings me to the new things, the new cars, and more importantly, the bikes. Bikes are in the crew now, and it's a little interesting because I've noticed a lot more collision being turned on. Yeah, people do not like bikes. They do not like racing against bikes, I should say, as far as what I can tell, because every time I pick a bike, they try to run me off the road. And, you know, that happened a lot while I was in a car, but not near to the extent. It seems like everyone in the lobby was singling me out. So I wouldn't really recommend driving a bike in a PvP lobby where collision is turned on. But other than that, the bikes seem okay. I've only driven 2. I have the Indian Scout Perf Spec, fully upgraded to $12.99, and it's pretty good. I'd solidly give it an A tier, maybe even S tier in the right hands, but I think it's a extremely great motorcycle, and it's pretty good in PvP. I have the Kawasaki Ninja as well, Perf Spec, and its 0 to 60 time is abysmal. And I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Had to go do something real quick. But anyway, yeah, the Kawasaki Ninja is great at cornering. It's pretty, I mean, its brakes are amazing as well. But its 0 to 60 time, man, it's bad for a, it feels like a full stock car, 0 to 60 time. I think it's around 4 seconds. It's bad. But anyway, as for the cars and the bikes that they've selected, I think it's awesome. I think we have a really good selection. The SLR McLaren being one of my favorite hypercars of all time, as well as the Aston Martin Vanquish being easily one of my top 10 favorite cars as well. And the Indian Scout is also one of my favorite motorcycles. RX-7 is an awesome car too. That's something I'm very happy about. I love most Lotuses, so that's another thing I'm pretty happy about. So yeah, the cars and the bike selection are very, very good. I'm actually kind of hunting down for that, what's it called, the BMW bike. And that was kind of funny. He landed on my spoiler and it flipped my car up. It was kind of comical. I didn't actually think that would happen. I thought the collision box would be a little bit better than that, but nope, it does. Turns out you land on the spoiler and it does flip the car up like that, which is kind of funny. The new specs. How do I feel about the new specs? Drag spec is pretty fun. I like it. I think, the whole aspect of warming up your tires, the closer you are to that green area, the better your acceleration will do. Having the Power Shot Nitrous is pretty awesome as well. I like that. Just the insane speeds that they can achieve. I like how they don't turn whatsoever. If you even touch the thumbstick right or left, more than just, a little itty bitty minute little tap, it just spins out. It just doesn't do anything. I thought it would be like, it just has a crap ton understeer. No, it just spins out. I actually tried to do a lap around the Laguna Seca track, and I did the first straight and immediately just spun out. So you're not going to do any kind of laps or anything, any kind of regular street racing in a drag car. The only thing you're going to do with that is go literally in a straight line, no turning whatsoever. If it bends at all, you actually have to brake and hope to God that you don't spin out. So you have to be on a legitimate straight line in order to use the drag cars, and I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. The monster truck spec is also very fun. I like how they're more stunt oriented rather than racing oriented. I think that's really cool, and I just think it's fun, driving around in a giant monster truck. I like how both the front and back axles turn like they do in real life. That's really cool that they actually added that, because I'm pretty sure in the beta they didn't do that. Don't quote me on that, or at least in the early builds of the game they never did that. And now that they do, I think that's really cool. I think monster trucks are awesome. I used to watch them a lot as a little kid, so there's kind of, sentimental soft spot there as well. And then we go to the drift spec, and this one in the drag spec is the one that I was looking forward to the most. I think I was more looking forward to drift spec, and I am very, very, very disappointed in the drift spec. They you get into a drift, they, slide, or they'll get sideways, and they either spin out, or they keep going straight. They don't turn. There's no like turning and drifting. You're either drifting in a straight line or you're spinning out, and it's very difficult to do correctly. I actually have to take it off hardcore in order to do it right. Maybe I'm just bad at it and I'm just not getting it. Maybe there's something I'm doing wrong, but I did not like it at all. I think they need to basically just redo the whole thing. I think basically the same way that you drift with the dirt spec, that should just be the drag spec, but faster, faster, maybe a little bit more harder to control. But what it is now, it is abysmal. I don't like it. I've seen a lot of people on Reddit and on the Ubisoft forums complain about it, so I know that I'm not the only one. Even the big guns in YouTube for it, which, I mean, there isn't really that many, but Paraglider, he doesn't like it, I'm pretty sure. I've seen, who is that, my sister's Gate Raped, he commented on something on Reddit saying that he didn't like it as well. There's just, I can't really see that drifting being very popular the way that it is now. They need to do something with it, or else it's just gonna flop. Next thing on my list here, money issues. There's some money issues going on. I don't like how expensive the new things are. For someone who doesn't play righteously for many hours a day, I am having a very hard time buying things and keeping up with them, especially with the new parts system. The what do they call it? The special loot or whatever. Yeah, it's smart loot. That's what they call it. It's bad. I hate this new system. I don't know why. On God's planet, they decided, hey, if you get platinum, instead of giving you a platinum part, we'll give you a chance to get a platinum part, a chance to get stickers, paint, body parts, or a chance to get like $60. I think that's bull crap, in my opinion. I heard that the best way to get parts was to do PvP missions, which did seem to work, but if you're doing the summit PvP, you have to enter the summit in the car that you want to upgrade. Otherwise, it won't upgrade the car that you used. If you do regular PvP, it will upgrade the car that you used. But I don't... I'm sorry, I don't think that it's very good. It's not a good option. I don't understand why they did it, because it's not like the parts are easy to get in the first place. I mean, it took me a couple months just to get all the platinum, all the level 50s. It took me, at least a couple months to get a $12.99 car, because, I would settle for level 48s or 49s because 50s were so hard to get. And now they make it even harder. I don't understand the logic there. I think what they were trying to do was to make it, they were trying to force you to do the summit events. They were trying to force you to do the PvP to upgrade your car, and I think what their thought process was that you're upgrading as you're using your car. So you're using this car and you have the strive to make it better and better, and you're slowly upgrading the car that you're using. I think they're trying to make it more have a sentimental value to your car, a more personal attachment. I don't like it. They need to go back to the way that it used to be, or just make it so much easier to get platinum parts, because right now every single one that I do, I am not getting any platinum parts, and that's not good. I don't like that. It's bad. So that's another thing that's really bad. The money issue, the fact that you get a decent amount of money. It's just the problem is that money that you make, you have to make that money again 5 times to get the car and every specs. You can easily get $500,000. It's just the problem is you spend your $500,000 on making a car, buying a car, speccing it out, giving it all the parts that you want. Then you need to do it again just for the next car in line. So you have to, get $500,000 over and over and over again. That's what makes it kind of hard. So I don't agree with, them making the new stuff so expensive, especially the new specs, because I've done quite a bit of the Summit stuff, and I've only gotten 2 free specs out of the, like 30 new specs that the 30 new specs on the cars. It's gonna take a long time, and I don't like that. As I said, the parts system is very bad, but here I'm showing this little clip. This isn't PvP. This is me using the Kawasaki Ninja. As you saw there, the 0 to 60 time is bad. If you didn't catch that, rewind it and watch that. It's just bad. But I'm just at this, I want to call it a skate park, but the Monster Truck Arena over by Chicago, and I'm just doing jumps and flips and flipping around in the air and having a good old time. This is actually a decent way to get money. Just this, what was it, like 5, 6, 7 minutes? I got $10,000. That's pretty good. And it's a lot of fun as well, trying to see how many backflips you can do, how fast you can hit ramps and whatnot. I actually had a blast doing this, and it is productive because you're making money as well. So, just some thoughts. It's a pretty good way to do it. But we're going to come down to my final opinion on the game, and I think they need to change the loot, the way that the loot, you get parts. If they change that, I would have no problem giving the Wild Run update a clean 9 out of 10. So yeah. Anyway, I had to make a cut there, so sorry for the awkward transition. But yeah, for what the game is right now, I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that there's a few things that they need to iron out, a few things that they need to work on, but other than that, the game is pretty solid. I love the way that the game feels. I love the way that the game looks. I love the new cars. I like the bikes. Yeah, I think everything is pretty good. They just need to fix the drifting, fix the way that you get parts, and yeah, that's about it. Other than that, everything would be great. They need to keep up on the balancing. They got lazy on that towards the end of the base game, but they need to make sure that the game doesn't get overwhelmed with just one car. So if they do that, fix the drifting, fix the parts situation, the game would be amazing, and I would play it for a very, very, very long time. So let's hope that that happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm just going to leave a couple of minutes here of me just doing, some more flips and stuff for entertainment in the background if you want to watch that. If not, that's all I got. So thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.